Welcome everybody to the 1960 Formula 1 World Cup. So last season, Tony Brooks from the United Kingdom won the individual championship, and the United States, for the first time in the World Cup history, has won the Nations Championship. So can the United States defend their title in the Nations Championship? Can Tony Brooks defend the individual championship? Without further ado, let's meet our teams for this season. So here are our first four teams. For the United States, we have Phil Hill, Richie Ginter, AJ Foyt and Roger Ward to represent the team, with team number 2 being the United Kingdom with defending champion of Tony Brooks. Alongside him is Jim Clark, Ellis Island and Stirling Moss, with France being the number 3 team with Trintignant, Tavano, Lustel and Roger Masson, with Mexico rounding off the first 4 teams. The next 4 teams we have West Germany with Wolfgang von Trips, Hans Hermann, Seb Greger and Herbert Lynch, with Italy hoping to do better this season with Edoardo Laldi, Giorgio Scarlatti, Ada Pace and Giancarlo Castellina, with Belgium and Argentina rounding off the top 8 teams. And here are final teams, as we have 12 teams competing in this year's World Cup, with Switzerland, Portugal, Venezuela and Brazil to complete our lineup. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at the group lineups. And here are this year's group lineups, with Group A, which I imagine the favourites are going to be AJ Foyt, Tony Brooks, maybe Hans Hermann, and with an outside chance probably Pedro von Dory of Argentina. In Group B, I imagine the favourites are going to be Phil Hill, Jim Clark, Maurice Trintignant and Wolfgang von Trips, with I think Paul Freire and Giorgio Scarlatti maybe be able to do something performance-wise in Group B. In Group C, in my personal opinion, the favourites are going to be Roger Ward, Stirling Moss and probably Olivier Gendebien, with Carlos Mentegay having an outside shot. And in Group D, the favourite in my opinion is going to be Richie Ginter, Ellis Island and Andre Paulette, with Ada Pace and Herbert Lynch having an outside chance. But with that out of the way, let's move on to the first group of the season and see how things will kick off. And here we go, it is Group A of the 1960 World Cup, and without further ado, let's just get to the first race, which will be heading over to the 1000 kilometers of the Buenos Aires, and Hans Hermann takes the win for West Germany, Fritz Dory takes the win for Brazil, William Maurice is third for Belgium, 4th Carlos Manuel Reis for Portugal, and Ettore Chimeri rounds off the top 5 for Venezuela. And going over to race number 2, we stay at Argentina. William Maurice takes the win for Belgium, Ettore Chimeri is 2nd for Venezuela, Lustel is 3rd for France, AJ Foyt takes 4th for the United States, and Pedro von Dory rounding off the top 5 for Argentina. And going over to race number 3, it is the 12 Hours of Sebring. Carlos Manuel Reis of Portugal takes the win. Tony Brooks 2nd for the United Kingdom. William Maurice is 3rd for Belgium. Giancarlo Castellina is 4th for Italy. And Ricardo Rodriguez rounds off the top 5 for Mexico. And to complete the first quarter, we go to Targa Florio. Fritz Dory wins for Brazil, Lustel 2nd for France, AJ Foyt 3rd for the United States, Heine Walter 4th for Switzerland, and Ricardo Rodriguez rounds off the top 5 for Mexico. So 4 races in and leading the way already, it's William Maurice of Belgium with 67 points. Fritz Dory is 2nd for Brazil with 58. 3rd is Carlos Manuel Reis with 49 points for Portugal. Lustel for France is 4th with 48 points. And to round the top 5 is Hans Hermann of West Germany with 47 points, which is one more than Ettore Chimeri of Venezuela with 46 points. And bottom of the board is Pedro von Dory of Argentina with 29 points. And now going over to race number 5, it is the 1000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. Ettore Chimeri takes the win for Venezuela, Lustel is 6th for France, 3rd is Tony Brooks of the United Kingdom, William Maurice is 4th for Belgium, and Hans Hermann rounds the top 5 for West Germany, as we've got Fritz Dory down in 8th position for Brazil. And moving on to race number 6, we go to Monaco. Giancarlo Castellina wins for Italy. AJ Foyt 2nd for the United States. Ricardo Rodriguez is 3rd for Mexico. Heine Walter 4th for Switzerland. And Pedro von Dory rounds off the top 5 for Argentina. As we've got William Maurice down in 6th position for Belgium. And Fritz Dory down in 10th for Brazil. And now going over to race number 7, it is the Indy 500. Hani Walter takes the win. Louisville third for France. William Maurice third for Belgium. AJ Foyt is fourth for the United States. And Tony Brooks rounds out the top 5 as Fritz Story, another bad result for him, down in 6th for Brazil. And to round the first half of Group A, we head to Zandvoort. Ricardo Rodriguez wins for Mexico. Tony Brooks second for the United Kingdom. Third, Pedro Von Dory of Argentina. Fourth is William Maurice of Belgium. And Fritz Dory rounds off the top 5 for Brazil. So halfway into Group A and leading the way now, it is still William Maurice with 119 points. With Lustel now in second with 104 points. Tony Brooks is third with 96 points. Fritz Dory drops to fourth with 93. And Tori Chimeri rounds out the top 5 with 91 points, which is ahead of joint 6th of Hani Walter and Ricardo Rodriguez of Switzerland and Mexico respectively. As bottom of the board, it is Pedro Von Dory with 68 points. Going over to race number 9, we head to Spa-Francorchamps. Ettore Chimeri wins for Venezuela. Hani Walter is second for Switzerland. Third is AJ Foyt of the United States. Fourth, William Maurice of Belgium. And Giancarlo Castellini rounds out the top 5 for Italy. And going over to with Lustel, by the way, down in 11th as we head over to the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and it's another win for Ettore Chimeri of Venezuela. Hans Hermann second for West Germany. Third, Pedro Von Dory of Argentina. Fritz Dory fourth for Brazil, and William Maurice rounds out the top 5 for Belgium as another bad result for Lustel, down in 10th position. And going to race number 11, we go to Reims in France, and Lustel wins his home race. Pedro Von Dory is second for Argentina. Third is Fritz Dory of Brazil. Hans Hermann fourth for West Germany. And Tony Brooks rounds off the top 5 for the United Kingdom as William Maurice finishes down in 11th place. And to wrap up the third quarter of Group A, we go to Pikes Peak. Pedro Von Dory takes the win. Giancarlo Castellini is second for Italy. Carlos Manuel Reis is third for Portugal. Fritz Dory fourth for Brazil. And Ettore Chimeri rounds off the top 5 for Venezuela, as Lustel is down in 9th and William Maurice in 11th. So with 4 races left to go, leading the way it is now Ettore Chimeri of Venezuela with 158 points. William Maurice is second with 153 points for Belgium. Lustel down to third with 147 points for France. Fourth is Fritz Dory for Brazil with 142. And Pedro Von Dory rounds off the top 5 for Argentina with 138 points. As down at the bottom of the board, it is Carlos Manuel Reis of Portugal with 114 points. And going over to race number 13, we go to Silverstone. Ettore Chimeri, another win for Venezuela. Hani Walter is second for Switzerland. Third is Fritz Dory. Fourth, Giancarlo Castellini of Italy. And Ricardo Rodriguez rounding off your top 5 for Mexico. As we head over, as William Maurice, by the way, finishes bottom of the board in 12th. As we head over to race number 14, we go to Portugal. Hans Hermann takes the win for West Germany. Ricardo Rodriguez second for Mexico. Pedro Von Dory is third for Argentina. Giancarlo Castellini fourth for Italy. And AJ Foyt rounding off the top 5 for the United States as William Maurice is 9th and Ettore Chimeri down in 12th position. And going to the penultimate race, we head to Monza. William Maurice takes the win for Belgium. Fritz Dory second for Brazil. Tony Brooks third for the United Kingdom. Hani Walter fourth for Switzerland. And AJ Foyt rounding off the top 5 for the United States. As we have got Ettore Chimeri down in 12th. And where did... Okay, William Maurice won the race. Okay, so Ettore Chimeri finished bottom. And the 16th and final race, we head to the Riverside Raceway in the United States. Lustel takes the win. Fritz Dory is second for Brazil. Ricardo Rodriguez is third for Mexico. Fourth is William Maurice of Belgium. Tony Brooks rounds off the top 5 as we got Ettore Chimeri down in 10th position. And the winner of Group A is Fritz Dory with 203 points, one more than William Maurice with 202. Lustel is third for France with 198. Ettore Chimeri down to 4th for Venezuela with 197. In 5th, Ricardo Rodriguez from Mexico with 184 points. 6th, Hani Walter for Switzerland with 178 points. 7th is Pedro Von Dory of Argentina with 194. Joint 8th, Giancarlo Castellini of Italy and Hans Hermann of West Germany with 172 points each. AJ Foyt down in 10th for the United States will be very upset with that result, 159 points. Also upset with the result will be Tony Brooks for the United Kingdom in 11th with 158 points. And Carlos Manuel Reis of Portugal is bottom of the board with 147 points. So before we get to Group B, let's take a look at the overall standings. And here are results after Group A, which is of course a direct reflection of the results, with Fritz Story taking a surprise win in Group A for Brazil, William Marie second by only 1 point behind for Belgium, with Lustel round the top 3 for France, with a disastrous start for the United States with AJ Foyt and defending champion Tony Brooks of the United Kingdom. Can the United States and the United Kingdom bounce back from this disastrous start? Let's move over to Group B and see how things will compare. And here we are, we move over to Group B for the 1960 World Cup, and without further ado, let's get to the first race. We head to the 1000 kilometers of Buenos Aires, and the win's going to go to Wolfgang von Trips of West Germany, Hugo Tosa second for Venezuela, Antonio Gandia is third for Portugal, fourth is Anton von Dory of Argentina, and Fred Van Buren rounds off the top 5 for Mexico. As we go over to race number 2 in Argentina, Phil Hill wins for the United States, Wolfgang von Trips second for West Germany, third Antonio Gandia of Portugal, fourth is Anton von Dory of Argentina, and Hugo Tosa rounds off the top 5 for Venezuela. And race number 3 we go to the 12 Hours of Sebring. Wolfgang von Trips takes the win for West Germany, Phil Hill is second for the United States, third is Christian Hayes of Brazil, fourth is Giorgio Scarlatti of Italy, and Paul Frere rounds off the top 5 for Belgium. And going over to race number 4 to complete the first quarter of this group, Targo and Targa Floria, Wolfgang von Trips takes the win again, Phil Hill second for the United States, third is Hugo Tosa of Venezuela, Andre Wicki of Switzerland's fourth, and Anton von Dory rounds off the top 5 for Argentina. So 4 races in, leading the way, it is Wolfgang von Trips with 95 points, Phil Hill is second for the United States with 72 points, Hugo Tosa for Venezuela is third with 54 points, and joint fourth is Antonio Gandia and then Anton von Dory of Portugal and Argentina with 47 points each. The bottom of Group B so far is Maurice Tréti of France with only 19 points. And going over to race number 5, we go to the 1000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. Jim Clark takes the win. Maurice Tréti on second for France. Third is Antonio Gandia of Portugal. Fourth is Fred Van Buren of Mexico. And Phil Hill rounds off the top 5 for the United States. As we've got Wolfgang von Trips down in 6th position. And moving over to race number 6, we go to Monaco. Fred Van Buren wins for Mexico. Christian Hayes second for Brazil. Third is Andre Wicki of Switzerland. Hugo Tosa fourth for Venezuela. And Phil Hill rounds on the top 5 for the United States, as Wolfgang von Trips finishes down in 11th position. And going over to race number 7, we head over to the Indy 500. Phil Hill wins for the United States. Maurice Tréti on second for France. Third is Paul Frere of Belgium. Fred Van Buren is fourth for Mexico, and Hugo Tosa rounds out the top 5 for Venezuela, as Wolfgang von Trips finishes down in 7th position. And to complete the first half of Group B, we go to Zandvoort. Phil Hill takes another win. Wolfgang von Trips is second. Paul Frere third for Belgium. Jim Clark fourth for the United Kingdom. And Anton von Dory rounds out the top 5 for Argentina. And so halfway into Group B, leading the way, it is now Phil Hill with 144 points. In second, Wolfgang von Trips with 139 points. Third is Fred Van Buren of Mexico with 88. Fourth, Hugo Tosa of Venezuela with 87. And to round the top 5, Antonio Gandia of Portugal with 84 points. And currently bottom of Group B is now Giorgio Scarlatti of Italy with 69 points. And going over to race number 9, we head over to Spa-Francorchamps. Wolfgang von Trips takes the win. Phil Hill is second for the United States. Antonio Gandia is third for Portugal. Fourth is Fred Van Buren of Mexico. And Anton von Dory rounds off the top 5 for Argentina. And going over to race number 10, it is 24 Hours of Le Mans. Maurice Tréti takes the win for France. Paul Frere is third for Belgium. Fred Van Buren is third for Mexico. Fourth is Jim Clark, and Antonio Gandia rounds off the top 5 for Portugal, as Wolfgang von Trips finishes 6th and Phil Hill in 9th position. And going to race number 11, we go to Rameshow in France. Wolfgang von Trips takes the win. Phil Hill second for the United States. Hugo Tosa third for Venezuela. Fourth, Maurice Tréti of France, and Christian Hayes rounds off the top 5 for Brazil. And to complete the third quarter of Group B, we go to Pikes Peak. Phil Hill takes the win. Antonio Gandia is second for Portugal. Third is Giorgio Scarlatti of Italy. Fourth is Anton von Dory. And Maurice Tréti rounds the top 5 for France, as we've got Wolfgang von Trips down in 9th position. And so with 4 races left to go, we look at the standings, and Phil Hill leads the way with 216 points. Wolfgang von Trips is second with 206 points. Third is Antonio Gandia with 137 points for Portugal. Maurice Trintignant fourth for France with 131 points. And to wrap the top 5, Fred Van Buren of Mexico with 128 points, one more than Hugo Tusa of Venezuela with 127 points. Andre Wecki of Switzerland is now bottom of the board with 102 points. Going over to race number 13, we head to Silverstone. Paul Frere wins for Belgium. Wolfgang von Tripp 6th for West Germany. Antonio Gandia 3rd for Portugal. 4th, Maurice Trintignant for France. And Fred Van Buren rounds out the top 5 for Mexico. As we have got Phil Hill down at the bottom in 12th position. Going to race number 14 at Portugal. Paul Frere wins again. Wolfgang von Tripp 6th for West Germany. Hugo Tusa 3rd for Venezuela. Andre Wecki 4th for Switzerland. And Giorgio Scarlatti rounds out the top 5 for Italy. As we have got Phil Hill down in 8th position for the United States. And with 2 races left to go, at race 15, we go to Monza. Phil Hill takes the win. Jim Clark 6th for the United Kingdom. Andre Wecki 3rd for Switzerland. 4th, Hugo Tusa, Venezuela. And Wolfgang von Tripp rounds out the top 5 for West Germany. And at the final race of Group B, which is going to be won by Phil Hill in his home race, Christian Hayes 2nd for Brazil. 3rd, Anton von Dory of Argentina. 4th, Andre Wecki of Switzerland. And Giorgio Scarlatti rounds out the top 5 for Italy, as Wolfgang von Tripp finishes down in 9th position. And the winner of Group B, it is Phil Hill with 238 points. Wolfgang von Tripp is 2nd with 264 points. In 3rd, Antonio Gandia of Portugal with 180 points. Paul Frere 4th for Belgium with 177 points. 5th is Hugo Tusa for Venezuela with 173 points. Maurice Trintignant for France is 6th with 163 points. Fred Van Buren of Mexico is 7th with 161. 8th, Christian Hayes of Brazil with 158 points. 9th is Anton von Dory of Argentina with 153 points. Andre Wecki of Switzerland takes 10th for Switzerland with 149 points. And bottom of the board, Giorgio Scarlatti of Italy and Jim Clark of the United Kingdom, each with 144 points. And before we move over to Group C, let's take a look at the overall stats to see how everything stacks up before we head over to the next group. And so, after Group B, Phil Hill takes the lead in the individual championship, with Wolfgang von Tripp in 2nd position, with Fritz Story slipping down to 3rd, but still a great result for Brazil as it stands, with the United States leading the way by only 1 point over West Germany. But this has been a disaster for the United Kingdom. Another bad result has put them straight to the bottom of the list with only 302 points, which is 135 less than the current leaders. With 2 groups left to go, the United Kingdom have to pull off a miracle in these last 2 groups before going to the final for them to get a fighting chance to not lose out on winning this nation's championship. And here we are, we move over to Group C for the 1960 World Cup, and without further ado, let's jump into the first race. The 1,000 kilometers of Buenos Aires is going to be won by Sterling Moss for the United Kingdom. Javier Velasquez is 2nd for Mexico. Seb Greger is 3rd for West Germany. Roger Masson is 4th for France. And Olivier Gendebien rounds off the top 5 for Belgium. And going over to race number 2, we stay in Argentina. Mario de Araújo Cabral wins for Portugal. Roger Masson 6th for France. 3rd is Sterling Moss for the United Kingdom. Fernando Barreto is 4th for Brazil. And Olivier Gendebien rounds off the top 5 for Belgium. And going to race number 3, we go to the 12 hours of Sebring. Javier Velasquez wins for Mexico. Olivier Gendebien is 2nd for Belgium. Eduardo Loldi is 3rd for Italy. Roger Masson 4th for France. And Fernando Barreto rounds off the top 5 for Brazil. And to complete the first quarter, we go to Targa Florio. Sterling Moss wins for the United Kingdom. Roger Ward is 2nd for the United States. 3rd is Thomas Lossinger for Switzerland. 4th, Olivier Gendebien of Belgium. And Seb Greger rounds out the top 5 for West Germany. So 4 races in, leading the way in Group C, it is Sterling Moss with 75 points. Javier Velasquez is 2nd for Mexico with 60. Then we got a joint 3rd between Olivier Gendebien and Roger Masson for Belgium and France with 55 points each. And to round the top 5, Mario de Araújo Cabral of Portugal with 44 points. And currently sitting at the bottom of the board is Silvano Turco with 21 points. And moving over to race number 5, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. Roger Ward wins for the United States. Silvano Turco sixth for Venezuela. Javier Vasquez is third for Mexico. Roger Masson fourth for France. And Sepp Gregor rounds out the top 5 for West Germany, as we got Stirling Moss down in 6th position for the United Kingdom. As we go over to race number 6, we head to Monaco. Stirling Moss takes the win. Javier Vasquez is 2nd for Mexico. Olivier Gendebien is 3rd for Belgium. Mario de Araujo Cabral is 4th for Portugal. And Silvano Turco rounds off the top 5 for Venezuela. And we go to race number 7. We head to the 8500, and it's another win for Stirling Moss for the United Kingdom. Sepp Gregor 6th for West Germany. Javier Vasquez is 3rd for Mexico. Fernando Barreto is 4th for Brazil. And Roger Ward rounds out the top 5 for the United States. And to complete the first half of Group C, we go to Zandvoort. Javier Vasquez wins for Mexico. Eduardo Loaldi is 6th for Italy. Stirling Moss 3rd for the United Kingdom. Mario de Araujo Cabral is 4th, and Sepp Gregor rounds out the top 5 for West Germany. So we're now halfway into Group C, and lead the way it is Stirling Moss with 151 points. Javier Vasquez is 6th for Mexico with 137 points. Olivier Gendebien is 3rd for Belgium with 97 points. Sepp Gregor is 4th for West Germany with 89 points, which is one more than Roger Masson for France with 88. One further more than Roger Ward of the United States with 87 for the United States. As Carlos Mentegay of Argentina is now bottom of the board with 56 points. Going on to race number 9, we go to Spa-Francorchamps, and Stirling Moss wins again with Silvano Turco 2nd for Venezuela. Mario de Araujo Cabral is 3rd for Portugal. 4th is Fernando Barreto of Brazil, and Olivier Gendebien rounds out the top 5 for Belgium, as we have got the Mexican of Javier Vasquez down in 9th position. And going to race number 10, we go to the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and once again Stirling Moss takes the win. Carlos Mentegay 6th for Argentina. 3rd, Roger Ward of the United States. Roger Masson 4th for France, and Fernando Barreto rounds the top 5 for Brazil, as we've got Javier Vasquez finishing at the bottom of the board in 12th. Race number 11, we go to Reims in France. Mario de Araujo Cabral wins for Portugal. Stirling Moss 6th for the United Kingdom. Eduardo Loaldi is 3rd for Italy. Olivier Gendebien 4th for Belgium. And Sepp Gregor rounds the top 5 for West Germany. And it's another bad result for Vasquez, down in 9th position. And to complete the third quarter of Group C, we go to Pikes Peak. Roger Masson wins with Eduardo Loaldi 6th for Italy. 3rd is Fernando Barreto of Brazil. Roger Ward 4th for the United States, and Mario de Araujo Cabral rounds the top 5 for Portugal, as Javier Vasquez is 6th for Mexico, and Stirling Moss down in 10th for the United Kingdom. So 4 races left to go. Leading the way, it is Stirling Moss with 227 points, with Javier Vasquez 2nd for Mexico with 165 points. 3rd, Mario de Araujo Cabral is 3rd for Portugal with 139 points, one more than joint 4th of Olivier Gendebien and Roger Masson of Belgium and France with 138 points each. And towards the bottom of the board, Thomas Lossinger of Switzerland and Carlos Mentegay of Argentina both at the bottom with 99 points. And going to race number 13, we head to Silverstone. Roger Masson wins for France, Olivier Gendebien is 2nd for Belgium, Sepp Gregor 3rd for West Germany, 4th Carlos Mentegay of Argentina, and Fernando Barreto rounds out the top 5 for Brazil, as Stirling Moss takes 6th for the United Kingdom, and Javier Vasquez down in 9th for Mexico. As we go to race number 14, it is Portugal. Javier Vasquez wins for Mexico. Thomas Lossinger is 6th for Switzerland. Olivier Gendebien is 3rd for Belgium. Mario de Araujo Cabral is 4th for Portugal. And Carlos Mentegay rounds out the top 5 for Argentina, as Stirling Moss finishes down in 11th position. And go to the penultimate race, we go to Monza. Stirling Moss is back on top, taking the win. Javier Vasquez is 6th for Mexico. Carlos Mentegay 3rd for Argentina. Silvano Turco is 4th for Venezuela. And Thomas Lossinger rounds out the top 5 for Switzerland. And for the 16th and final race, we go to the Riverside Raceway. Fernando Barreto takes the win for Brazil. Eduardo Loaldi is 6th for Italy. Sepp Gregor 3rd for West Germany. Carlos Mentegay 4th for Argentina, and Thomas Lossinger rounds out the top 5 for Switzerland, as we've got Stirling Moss in 9th and Javier Vasquez for Mexico in 11th. And the winner of Group C, it is Sterling Moss with 274 points. Javier Vasquez is second for Mexico with 222. Olivier Guedemi takes third for Belgium with 190. Roger Masson fourth for France with 186 points. Mario de Araujo Cabral of Portugal has 136 points. Fernando Barreto takes sixth for Brazil with 130 points. Eduardo Lodi for Italy is seventh with 166 points. One more than Seb Gregor of West Germany, 165. Ninth is Carlos Menteguy of Argentina with 152 points, which is the same amount of points as Roger Ward of the United States has. Silvano Tarcu of Venezuela takes 146 points. And bottom of Group C is Thomas Lossinger of Switzerland with 145 points. With only one group left to go, let's take a look at the standings before we head over to Group D. And after Group C, Sterling Moss goes into second in the Individual Championship, but giving the United Kingdom what they so badly need, a really good result that puts them from last place up into third. So now they're only behind by 25 points of the new leader, which is West Germany, who have a 12-point advantage over second place the United States. With Phil leading away individually, Sterling Moss is second, and Wolfgang von Trips only separated by 14 points. With only one group left to go, how will things shake up before we go over to the final? Let's get to Group D and we will find out. Okay, it is on to the fourth and final group. It's Group D. And without further ado, let's get straight in. First race, the 1,000 kilometers of Buenos Aires. Going to be won by Celso Lara Barberis of Brazil. Antonio Gento de Heredia is second for Portugal. Innes Ireland third for the United Kingdom. Fourth, Adolfo Vasquez of Mexico, and Richie Genser rounds off the top 5 for the United States. Going over to race number 2, we head over to Argentina again. Innes Ireland takes the win for the United Kingdom. Antonio Gento de Heredia is second for Portugal. Third is Ada Pace of Italy. Richie Genser fourth for the United States, and Adolfo Vasquez rounds the top 5 for Mexico. And race number 3 is the 12 hours of Sebring. Antonio Gento de Heredia wins for Portugal. Ada Pace is second for Italy. Third, Julio Pola of Venezuela. Celso Lara Barberis is fourth for Brazil. And Juan Manuel Bordeaux runs the top 5 for Argentina. And to complete the first quarter of Group D, we head to Targa Florio. Julio Pola wins for Venezuela. Adolfo Vasquez is second for Mexico. Ada Pace is second for Italy, Innes Ireland fourth for the United Kingdom, and Charles Vogel runs the top 5 for Switzerland. And so 4 races in, leading the way, it is Antonio Gento de Heredia of Portugal with 75 points, Innes Ireland second for the United Kingdom with 63, Ada Pace of Italy is third with 61, fourth Celso Lara Barberis of Brazil with 57, and to round the top 5, Julio Pola of Venezuela with 52 points. And bottom of the board is currently Andre Palette of Belgium with 25 points. Going over to race number 5, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. Herbert Lynch wins for West Germany. Celso Lara Barberis is second for Brazil. Innes Ireland third for the United Kingdom. Fernand Tavano is fourth for France. And Ada Pace runs the top 5 for Italy. As we move over to race number 6, we are at Monaco, and Herbert Lynch takes another win. Innes Ireland is second for the United Kingdom. Charles Vogel is third for Switzerland. Ada Pace is fourth for Italy. And Andre Palette runs the top 5 for Belgium, as Antonio Gento de Heredia is bottom of the board in 12th for Portugal. Race number 7, we go to the Indy 500. Juan Manuel Bordeaux takes the win for Argentina. Herbert Lynch second for West Germany. Julio Pola third for Venezuela. Ada Pace is fourth for Italy, and Celso Lara Barberis runs the top 5 for Brazil. As we've got Innes Ireland down in 7th, and Antonio Gento de Heredia runs in 8th position. And to complete the first half of Group D, we go to Zandvoort. Adolfo Vasquez wins for Mexico. Antonio Gento de Heredia is second for Portugal. Julio Pola is third for Venezuela. Fourth is Herbert Lynch of West Germany, and Charles Vogel runs in the top 5 for Switzerland, as Innes Ireland takes 7th for the United Kingdom. And halfway to Group D, leading the way, it is Innes Ireland with 113 points, only one more than second place Antonio Gento de Heredia of Portugal. Herbert Lynch is third with 109 points. Fourth, Celso Lara Barberis is fourth with 108 points, and Ada Pace runs in the top 5 with 104 points. At bottom of the board is still Andre Paulette with 57 points. Moving over to race number 9, we go to Spa-Francorchamps, and it's a win for Ellis Island for the United Kingdom. Herbert Lynch, second for West Germany. Julio Pola is third for Venezuela. Ferdinand Tavano is fourth for France, and Adolfo Velazquez runs the top 5 for Mexico, as Antonio Gento de Herrera finishes bottom of the board in 12th. Going to race number 10, it is the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and Antonio Gento de Herrera takes the win for Portugal. Ida Pace is second for Italy. Richie Ginster is third for the United States. Ferdinand Tavano is fourth for France, and Adolfo Velazquez rounds off the top 5 for Mexico, as we've got Ellis Island down in 11th place. Going to race number 11, we're at Reims Show in France. Julio Pola takes the win for Venezuela. Antonio Gento de Herrera is second for Portugal. Herbert Lynch is third for West Germany. Fourth is Juan Bordeaux for Argentina. And Ferdinand Tavano runs in the top 5 for France, as Ellis Island finishes in 11th place. And to round off the third quarter of Group D, we go to Pikes Peak. Richie Ginster takes the win. Julio Pola is second for Venezuela. Ida Pace is third for Italy. Adolfo Velazquez is fourth for Mexico. And Ferdinand Tavano runs in the top 5, as Ellis Island is 10th and Antonio Gento de Herrera is in 7th. With 4 races left to go, leading the way it is now Antonio Gento de Herrera with 134 points. Julio Pola is second for Venezuela with 163 points. Herbert Lynch for West Germany is third with 159 points, which is one more than Ellis Island of the United Kingdom with 158. And to round the top 5 is Ida Pace of Italy with 155 points. At bottom of the board, it is still Andre Paulette with 81 points for Belgium. Race number 13, we're at Silverstone. Charles Vogel takes the win for Switzerland. Ellis Island is safe for the United Kingdom. Antonio Gento de Herrera is third for Portugal. Richie Ginster fourth for the United States, with Herbert Lynch runs the top 5 for West Germany, as Julio Pola finishes down in 9th position. As we go to race number 14, it is Portugal. Ida Pace takes the win for Italy. Antonio Gento de Herrera is second in his home race. Adolfo Velazquez is third for Mexico. Herbert Lynch is fourth for West Germany. And Juan Bordeaux runs the top 5 for Argentina, as Julio Pola finishes in 6th position. And going to the penultimate race at Monza, Andre Paulette takes the win. Ferdinand Tavano is third for France. Charles Vogel third for Switzerland. Julio Pola is fourth for Venezuela, and Antonio Gento de Herrera rounds off the top 5 for Portugal. And for the 16th and final race, we go to the United States. Herbert Lynch takes the win for West Germany. Antonio Gento de Herrera is second for Portugal. Richie Ginster third for the United States. Fourth, Celso Larraberas is fourth for Brazil. And Ferdinand Tavano runs the top 5 for France, as we've got Julio Pola at the bottom of the board in 12th. And the winner of Group D, it is Antonio Gento de Herrera with 241 points. Herbert Lynch is second for West Germany with 212. Ellis Island third for the United Kingdom with 202. Ida Pace finishes fourth for Italy with 199. Julio Pola is fifth for Venezuela with 197. Sixth, Adolfo Velazquez is sixth with 139 points for Mexico. Seventh, Celso Larraberas of Brazil with 169 points. Charles Vogel of Switzerland is 8th with 163 points. 9th, Richie Ginster of the United States 160 points. Juan Bordeaux of Argentina is 10th with 149 points, which is the same as Ferdinand Tavano of France, who also has 149 points. And the bottom of the board is Andre Paulette with 124 points. So with all 4 groups completed, let's take a look at the standings and see who made the final before we jump over to see who will be our individual and nations champions. And here is the results after all 4 groups have been completed. Felhel goes into the final as the current leader, with Sterling Moss in second, just 4 points behind, which is a further 10 ahead of Wolfgang von Trips in third for Germany. Antonio Gento de Herrera did really well for Portugal to be fourth, and Javier Velazquez of Mexico rounding off your top 5. As in the Nations Championship, West Germany have a pretty decent advantage over the United Kingdom and the United States going into the final. Meanwhile, Mexico are in fourth, just 3 points behind the top 3 spots, and only 2 ahead of 5th place Portugal. So let's take a look at the drivers who are outside the top 24, but they have made it to the final. looking at the drivers outside the top 24, but they have made it to the final. There are a few drivers in this list that have taken me by surprise to see them down there. The defending champion Tony Brooks joined 35th, AJ Foyt in 34th, Richie Ginther 33rd, Maurice Trintignant in 30th, and Hans Hermann in 25th position. Well, actually joined 24th position. I'm surprised to see these drivers down there because I expected them to do so much better than they have. But since they have made it to the final, this would be their last chance to do some damage control and redeem themselves to get a strong finish at the end of the final. And here are the listed drivers that have failed to make the final, and there's a couple of drivers in this group that I'm really surprised to see that have failed to make the final. We're not going to have Roger Ward, we're not going to have Giorgio Scarlatti, we're not going to have Andrew Paulette, we're not even going to have Jim Clark that make it to the final. I am so surprised to see those drivers outside the top 36 and outside of the cutoff to make the final. So without those drivers, who is going to win the individual and who's going to win the Nations Championship? Without further ado, let's move over to the final and see who will be our individual and Nations Champions. And here we are, it is the 1960 Formula 1 World Cup final. But before we get to the first race, let's take a look at all the drivers that made to the final. Now, all 12 teams have got at least one driver made it through, starting with Argentina. They've only got one driver made it through, which is Pedro von Dory to carry the team. Next up, Belgium has got 3 drivers that made it through, Willy Maurice, ranked number 8, Olivier Gindebian, number 14, and Paul Frere, number 20. And going over to Brazil, they've got all 4 drivers. Fritz Dory, the highest ranked driver, which is 7th, Fernando Barreto, 26th, Celso Larbaberes is 27th, and Christian Haynes, the final spot, in 36th place. And moving over to France, we've got 3 drivers made through. Lustel, which is ranked number 11, Roger Masson, number 15, and Maurice Trintignant, surprisingly, all the way down in 30th position. And going over to Italy, they've got 3 drivers made through. Ada Pace, which is ranked number 10, Giancarlo Castellina, number 24, and Eduardo Laldi, ranked number 28. And moving over to Mexico, they've got all 4 drivers that made it through to the final. Javier Velazquez, ranked number 5, Ricardo Rodriguez, number 16, Adolfo Velazquez, number 18, and Fred Van Buren, ranked number 32. And next up with Portugal, they've got 3 drivers made it through. Antonio Gento de Heredia, number 4, Antonio Gandia, number 17, and Mario de Arujo Cabral, ranked number 21. And moving over to Switzerland, who've got only 2 drivers made through, Heine Walton, number 19, and Charles Vogel, ranked number 31. And going over to the United Kingdom, they've got 3 drivers made through, Sterling Moss, ranked number 2, Ennis Arndt, number 9, and Tony Brooks, the defending champion, all the way down in number 35 position. So for him to defend his title is going to be a nightmare challenge for him. Next up, the United States of America. They've got 3 drivers made through. Phil Hill, ranked number 1. Richie Ginther, number 33. And AJ Foyt down in number 34. And going to Venezuela, they've got 3 drivers as well. Ettore Chimeri, number 12. Julio Pola, number 13. And Hugo Tosa, ranked number 23. And for the 12th and final team, West Germany, with all 4 drivers made through. Wolfgang von Trips, number 3. Herbert Lynch, number 6. Hans Hermann, number 25. And Sepp Gregor in 29th position going to this final. So that's our 36 drivers. Without further ado, let's get to the first race, the 1,000 kilometers of Buenos Aires. And the first race going to be won by Fritz Dory of Brazil. Phil Hill takes 2nd. Christian Haynes 3rd for Brazil. Paul Frere 4th for Belgium. Richie Ginther number 5. 6th is Charles Vogel of Switzerland. Fred Van Buren number 7. William Maurice is 8th. Tony Brooks 9th. And Hans Hermann rounding off your top 10 for West Germany. As we got Sterling Moss finishing dead last. Antonio de Heredia number 30 in 31st position. Herbert Lynch 29th. Javier Velazquez 21st. Wolfgang von Trips ranked 14th in this race, and Ennis Arndt in 13th. Going to race number 2, we stay at Argentina. Sterling Moss redeems himself, taking the win. Antonio Gandia 2nd for Portugal. Wolfgang von Trips is 3rd. Tony Brooks takes 4th for the United Kingdom. Pedro von Dory is 5th, the sole Argentine. Phil Hill 6th. Roger Masson 7th. Paul Frere 8th. Richie Ginther 9th. And Ennis Arndt running off your top 10. We've got Herbert Lynch in 35th. We've got Javier Velazquez 22nd. Antonio de Heredia 20th. Fritz Dory is 15th. William Maurice 13th. Ennis Arndt 10th. In race number 3, we go to the 12 hours of Sebring. Wolfgang von Trips takes the win. Fritz Story second for Brazil. Herbert Lynch third for West Germany. Ines Island is 4th. Javier Vasquez is 5th. Ada Pace is 6th. Willie Maurice 7th. Sterling Moss 8th. Giancarlo Castellina 9th. And Hugo Tosa for Venezuela rounding off your top 10. Looking further down, we got Antonio Gil de Reda 25th. Phil Hill in 13th position. And to complete the first quarter of this final, we go to Targa Florio. Olivier Guindebian takes the win for Belgium. Wolfgang von Trips is second. Javier Vasquez is third for Mexico. Phil Hill 4th for the United States. 5th is Charles Vogel. William Maurice is 6th. Antonio Gandia is 7th. Pedro von Dory 8th. Tony Brooks 9th. And Fred Van Buren rounds off your top 10 for Mexico. We've got Ennis Island down in 35th. Fritz Dory is 27th. Antonio de Reda 23rd. Sterling Moss 20th. Ada Pace 18th. Herbert Lynch in 13th position. So 4 races in, leading the way in this final, it is Wolfgang von Trips with a score of 63 points. Fritz Dory is second for Brazil with 46 points, which is the same amount of points as Phil Hill has for the United States. William Maurice is 4th for Belgium with 30 points. Sterling Moss 5th with 29. Then we've got a tie for 6th between Antonio Gandia and Tony Brooks with 28 points each. Javier Vasquez is 8th for Mexico with 27 points. Olivier Guindebian is 9th for Belgium with 25. And to wrap the top 10, Richie Ginser with 23 points for the United States. As we've actually got 5 drivers with a minus score. Celso Larberis ranked 27th. Fernando Barreto, Lustel, Ricardo Rodriguez, and Heine Walter, all with a score of at least -1 or below. And we've got another 4 drivers with 0 points. Maurice Trintignant, Eduardo Laldi, Mario de Araujo Cabral, and Antonio de Reda, all with 0 points. And now let's get into the second quarter of the final. Race number 5, it is the 1,000 kilometers of the Nürburgring, and Celso Larberis takes the win. Julio Pola is second for Venezuela. Pedro von Dory third for Argentina. Fred Van Buren 4th for Mexico. Fernando Barreto and Christian Hayes 5th and 6th for Brazil. Tony Brooks is 7th. Hugo Tosa 8th. Ricardo Rodriguez 9th. And Lustel rounding off your top 10. We got Fritz Story finishing dead last in 36th, William Maurice 35th, Javier Vasquez 34th, Sterling Moss 32nd, Antonio de Reda 31st, Phil Hill 23rd, Wolfgang von Trips 21st. So this has been a really bad race for the higher ranked drivers going to this final. It is on 15th, Herbert Lynch in 14th place. Going over to race number 6. We go to Monaco. Sterling Moss takes the win. Phil Hill is second. Adolfo Vasquez is third. Maurice Trintignant 4th for France. Olivier Guindebian 5th for Belgium. Charles Vogel 6th for Switzerland. Adrian Foyt 7th for the United States. Christian Hayes is 8th for Brazil. Pedro von Dory 9th for Argentina. And Julio Pola rounding up the top 10 for Venezuela. William Maurice down in last place. Ennis Island 34th. Fritz Dory 28th. Antonio de Reda 26th. Javier Vasquez 20th, Herbert Lynch 19th, Wolfgang von Trips 15th place. Going over to race number 7, we go to the Indy 500, and Sterling Moss wins again, with AJ Foyt taking second. Wolfgang von Trips is third for West Germany. Ricardo Rodriguez is 4th for Mexico. His teammate Javier Vasquez is 5th. Eduardo Laldi is 6th for Italy. Tony Brooks 7th for the United Kingdom. Ada Pace 8th for Italy. Lustel 9th, and Hugo Tosa rounds off your top 10. As we got Antonio de Reda 31st, Herbert Lynch 26th, Phil Hill 21st, and it's on 19th. Fritz Dory 18th, 16th is William Maurice. And to complete the first half of this final, we go to Zandvoort. Phil Hill takes the win. Antonio Gandia is 7th for Portugal. AJ Foyt 3rd for the United States. Antonio de Reda 4th for Portugal. Ettore Chimeri 5th for Venezuela. 6th is Lustel. Javier Vasquez 7th for Mexico. Olivier Guindebian 8th for Belgium. Wolfgang von Trips 9th for West Germany. And Adolfo Vasquez rounds off the top 10 for Mexico. As we got Fritz Dory dead last. William Maurice 33rd. Herbert Lynch 31st. And it's on 23rd. Sterling Moss 19th. And Ada Pace in 12th. So we're halfway into this final. Leading the way now, it is Phil Hill with 91 points. Wolfgang von Trips is second with 87. Sterling Moss third with 79 points. Antonio Gandia is fourth for Portugal, with 52 points. Fifth is Tony Brooks with 50 points. AJ Foyt is sixth with 46 points. And then a tie for seventh between Pedro von Dory and Javier Vasquez with 45 points each. Ninth is Olivier Gendebien with 44 points. And right at the top 10, Christian Haynes of Brazil with 42 points. And lead towards the bottom, we've got one driver that's got a minus score, Hanny Walter of Switzerland with -3, and Giancarlo Castellina of Italy with a score of 0. And so let's begin the second half of the final. Race number 9. We go to Spa-Francorchamps. Hans Hermann takes the win for West Germany. Fritz Dory second for Brazil. Third is Phil Hill of the United States. Fourth, Wolfgang von Trips for West Germany. Javier Vasquez takes fifth for Mexico. Roger Masson sixth for France. Antonio Gandia seventh for Portugal. William Maurice eighth for Belgium. Julio Pola ninth for Venezuela. And Giancarlo Castellina rounds up the top 10 for Italy. And looking towards the bottom of the board, Sterling Moss 33rd, Ines Arn 32nd, Herbert Lynch 28th, and Tuija Derrida 27th. And Ada Price 11th. As we go to race number 10, we head to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Lustil takes the win. Christian Hayes second for Brazil. Fred Van Buren third for Mexico. Ettore Chimeri fourth for Venezuela. Maurice Trintignant fifth for France. Wolfgang von Trips is sixth for West Germany. Javier Vasquez seventh for Mexico. Paul Ferrer 8th for Belgium, Seb Gregor 9th for West Germany, and Ines Arndt rounding off your top 10. And looking towards the bottom, Sterling Moss in 33rd, Herbert Lynch 28th, Phil Hill 20th, Fritz Dory 19th, Antonio Derrida 16th, William Maurice in 15th place. And race number 11 we go to Reims in France. Phil Hill takes the win, Sterling Moss is second, Hanny Walter third for Switzerland, Fritz Dory fourth for Brazil, Antonio Gandia fifth for Portugal, Eduardo Laldi is sixth for Italy, Charles Vogel seventh for Switzerland, Hans Hermann eighth for West Germany, Ettore Chimeri ninth for Venezuela, and Mario de Araujo Cabral rounding off the top 10 for Portugal. As we got Antonio Derrida 34th, Herbert Lynch 32nd, Javier Vasquez is 28th, Ines Arndt 25th, William Maurice is 16th, Ada Price 15th, Wolfgang von Trips in 12th position. As to complete the third quarter of this final, we go to Pikes Peak. Sterling Moss takes the win. Wolfgang von Trips is second. Phil Hill is in third. Lustil fourth. Richie Ginster fifth for the United States. Cecil Laberberes is sixth. Herbert Lynch is seventh for West Germany. Antonio Derrida is 8th for Portugal, Ricardo Rodriguez 9th, and Seb Gregor rounding off your top 10. As looking towards the bottom of the board, we've got William Maurice 27th, Fritz Dory 23rd, Ines Arndt in 16th, Ada Pace 13th, and Javier Vasquez in 12th. So with 4 races left to go, leading the way it is Phil Hill with 148 points. Wolfgang von Trips is second with 134 points. Third is Sterling Moss with 122 points, with Antonio Gandia fourth for Portugal with 72. Fritz Dory is 1 point behind with 71 points in fifth. Javier Vasquez is sixth with 69 points. Seventh, Christian Haynes of Brazil with 63 points. Lustil is eighth for France with 58 points. Ninth is Tony Brooks with 49 points, and to round the top 10 is Julio Pola of Venezuela with 48 points. As we see, everyone in this final so far has got a positive score, with last place being Fernando Barreto with only 1 point. And so going to race number 13, we head to Silverstone. Wolfgang von Trips takes the win. Hanny Walter is third for Switzerland. Olivier Gendebien is third for Belgium. Ada Pace fourth for Italy. Fifth is Celso Laberberes. Sixth, Eduardo Laldi. Hans Hermann seventh for West Germany. Julio Pola eighth. Ninth is Sterling Moss. And Tony Brooks rounding off your top 10. As we got Ines Arndt in 35th. Fritz Dory in 30th. Javier Vasquez 26th. Herbert Lynch 25th. William Maurice 24th. Antonio Gento Derrida is 18th. We've got Phil Hill in 12th position. As we head to race number 14, it is we go to Portugal, and William Maurice takes the win for Belgium. Phil Hill second for the United States. Sterling Moss is third for the United Kingdom. Paul Ferrer is fourth. Antonio Gandia is fifth. Maurice Trintignant is sixth. Mario de Araujo Cabral is seventh. Eighth is Celso Laberberes. Tony Brooks is in ninth, and Antonio Derrida rounding off your top 10. As we look down to see Fritz Story 25th, Ada Pace 24th, is on 23rd, Javier Vasquez 19th, Wolfgang von Trips is 18th, Herbert Lynch is in 14th place. And coming up to the penultimate race of the final, we go to Monza. Lustel takes the win. Wolfgang von Trips is 2nd, Sterling Moss is 3rd for the United Kingdom, Phil Hill is 4th, Hans Hermann 5th for West Germany, Adolfo Vasquez is 6th, Celso Laberberth is 7th, 8th is Tony Brooks, Ricardo Rodriguez is 9th, and Herbert Lynch rounding off your top 10. As we got William Maurice in 35th, Fritz Story 26th, Antonio Derrida 25th, Ada Pace 23rd, Javier Vasquez is 21st, and Arnold is 14th. And going over to the final race of the final, and the winner is, at the Riverside Raceway, Wolfgang von Trips, Phil Hill is 2nd, Sterling Moss is 3rd, Charles Vogel 4th for Switzerland, Paul Freire 5th, Ada Pace 6th, Seb Gregor is 7th, Herbert Lynch is 8th, 9th is Henny Walter, and Ennis Arndt running off the top 10. As we can see towards the bottom of the board, we've got William Maurice 24th, Javier Vasquez 21st, Fritz Story is 17th, and Antonio Derrida is in 12th. And the driver with the most amount of points in this final is Phil Hill with 205 points, beating Wolfgang von Trips by 1 single point. Sterling Moss is 3rd with 177 points. And then it's a big drop down to a tie for 4th. Antonio Gandia and Lustel for Portugal and France respectively with 82 points each. And then it's a tie for 6th between the two Brazilians of Christian Haynes and Fritz Story with 71 points each. And then it is Tony Brooks in 8th. He came to this final in 35th position, but finishes 8th in this final with 70 points. And then a tie for 9th between Hans Hermann and Javier Vasquez of West Germany and Mexico respectively with 69 points each. Olivier Gademian takes 11th for Belgium with 68 points. 12th, Celso Laberberth of Brazil with 60 points. And then a tie for 13th between Charles Vogel and Ada Pace with 54 points. Then followed up by William Maurice of Belgium with 53. Julio Pola 16th with 52 points. And then it's Paul Freire of Belgium with 49 points. Followed by Pedro von Dory, the sole Argentine in this final with 46 points. And then a three-way tie for 19th, Heine Walter, Fred Van Buren and AJ Foyt all with 45 points each, followed by Herbert Lynch of West Germany with 43 points. And then we have a tie for 23rd, Ettore Chimeri and Eduardo Laldi with 42 points each, followed by Richie Ginser of the United States with 40. And next up, Adolfo Vasquez with 32 points. And then a tie for 27th position, Sib Gregor and Ricardo Rodriguez with 30 points. And then another three-way tie for 29th, Antonio Derrida, Maurice Trintignant and Ennis Arndt with 29 points each. And then it's Ugo Tosa of Venezuela with 25 points in 32nd. Roger Massel in 33rd with 17 points. 34th, Mario de Ruja Cabral of Portugal with 15 points. Giancarlo Castellina is 35th with 6 points. And bottom of the board is Fernando Barreto with 0 points. So no one got a minus score at the end, but let's take a look at the standings to see who is the 1960 Drivers and Nations Champions. And here are the results at the end of the season, and Phil Hill is the 1960 individual champion, Wolfgang von Trips finished in 2nd, Sterling Moss taking 3rd place, with Javier Vasquez in 4th for Mexico, and Lustel running off the top 5 for France, just ahead of Fritz Story of Brazil, and the two Portuguese drivers, Antonio Derrida and Antonio Gandia. So a very good season for the Portuguese drivers here. In the Nations Championship, West Germany have won the Nations Championship, with the United Kingdom taking 2nd and the United States is in 3rd. Mexico takes a very, very good, well-deserved 4th. Brazil did really well to finish in 5th, and also a really good season for Portugal to be 6th. Belgium will be disappointed to be 7th. Venezuela will finish in 8th. France and Italy will be very, very unhappy to be 9th and 10th. Switzerland take 11th, and at the bottom of the board, it is Argentina. So let's take a look at the drivers who did make the top 24 at the end of this final. And here are the drivers that did make the top 24 at the end of the final. Surprisingly, we see that AJ Foyt and Richie Ginser were still outside the top 24, with AJ Foyt taking 28th position and Richie Ginser finishing in 30th position. Another driver to be surprised at is Maurice Trintignant to be down in 33rd. Meanwhile, the one driver that didn't score any points, Fernando Barreto, with a score of 0 at the end of the final. finishes at the bottom place, which is the cut-off in 36th position. So I hope you enjoyed this season. Before we go off with the end of the decade, let's take a look at the Hall of Fame. And in our Hall of Fame from 1956 up to 1960, as you can see, we have 4 different drivers that have won the individual championship during this time, and 3 nations have won the nations championship during that time. So Warren Fangio winning twice in 56 and 57, Sean Barron in 1958, Toby Brooks in 1959, and Phil Hill in 1960, with the United Kingdom winning 3 of the 5 years during this period in 1956, 57 and 58, with the United States winning the 1959 Nations Championship, and this season, the 1960 Championship, West Germany winning this year's Nations Championship. And in our Hall of Fame for the most amount of wins individually from a driver, Warren Fangio has won the most titles 4 times, from 1954 up to 1957, and we've got Louis Rosier winning the first season in 1950, with Shu Cabanto winning in 1951, Alberto Ascari won in 1952, Rudolf Krauss for East Germany, still the biggest surprise winner of an individual championship in 1953, with Sean Bear, Tony Brooks and Phil Hill winning the last 3 years in the individual championships. And finally, to wrap up the Hall of Fame, we go to the nations champions of all time, with Italy and the United Kingdom winning 3 times each. Italy won in 1950, 1952 and 1953, as the United Kingdom won 3 years in a row from 1956 to 1958, Argentina winning twice in a row from 1954 to 1955, with France, the United States and West Germany winning 1 time in 1951, 1959 and 1960. So I hope you enjoyed the season. I hope you enjoyed seeing the statistics when it comes to our Hall of Fame. During the next decade, who knows what will happen? Will Italy and the United Kingdom hold the most amount of titles? Will anyone surpass Warren Fangio's 4 championship titles in the individual Hall of Fame? Well, let's go find out during the next decade and see how things will stack up. But I hope you enjoyed this year, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far. So I look forward to 1961 to see how things will shape up. So I'll see you over there.